Well, Andy, we can't escape it. That quest to become world number one lives on after that fine week in Vienna. First of all, how important was that latest tournament victory, and how pleased were you with your performances out there?
I think I definitely got better as the week went on. The first couple of matches were very tough. I was in, a really difficult position in my second round match against Simon. I was down a set, and he had break points at the beginning of the second. I won a very long game there, and after that I started to play better. Really, I gained a bit of confidence there and managed to finish the tournament really well. I felt like I played my best tennis in the final, which was positive, and yeah, really happy to have got another win.
I mean, a lot of people around the sport are obviously doing the maths for you. I mean, we know it could happen this week, but people tend to forget that Novak's got quite a good record here in Bercy, hasn't he?
Yeah, and also, it's in his hands. I can't, I obviously can't control the matches on his side of the draw. I obviously just focus on my side and try and do as best as I can here. But even if I win every match this week, it still doesn't guarantee anything. And I could also lose in the first round, and Novak could win the tournament, and then there's a huge gap again. So I wasn't focusing on trying to finish this year number one. I think in the early part of next year is a better chance for me, because in February I didn't play, and in March I only won a couple of matches in Indian Wells and Miami. So I don't have any points to defend around that time, and it's more likely for me to have a chance of doing it then rather than right now.
I don't know if you heard any of Novak's sort of comments, certainly in Shanghai, where he's got this new mental approach, trying to relax more, not be so obsessed with winning. And what do you make of that sort of attitude?
Well, you got to do kind of what works for you, and also I think the happiness of athletes is actually as well very important too. Sometimes we do put too much pressure and too much stress on ourselves to win, that you can sometimes lose the enjoyment, or you feel tired and burnt out and stressed. And it shouldn't necessarily be the case. All of us got into the sport to enjoy it because we like playing, but obviously the better you get, the more stressful it becomes, which sounds silly, but that is how it feels to us. And after what Novak's done the last 2 years, I can only imagine how difficult and stressful it would have been for him winning all 4 Grand Slams in a row. It's an incredible effort, and pretty much in every other tournament he was in, he was reaching at least the finals. So it's been a tough couple of years for him, and I just I think it's normal for him to have had a bit of a lull for a couple of months, but I'm sure he'll come back strong, and you take whichever approach works for you and makes you happy.
So just very finally then, now here in Bercy, another indoor tournament. Do you enjoy coming to this court here in Bercy, and what are the court conditions like out there?
Well, I haven't played on it yet. I mean, I only arrived late yesterday. I haven't played on the courts, and the conditions can change every year really. Some years here it's been very fast, sometimes pretty slow, and I'm going to try and get out there today and hit a few balls, because it'll definitely be different to Vienna. But they've made quite a few changes to the centre court here, and it does look great out there. Last year was the same, and it's really good atmosphere in there. They obviously love their tennis in France, and they get great attendance for the matches. So I look forward to getting going.